In 2013, Google launched Google Glass. It cost $1,500, looked like a prop from a sci-fi movie, got people thrown out of cinemas, and was discontinued within 2 years. It became the most famous technology failure of the decade. Google just announced it's trying again. But here's the difference. In 2013, there was no AI worth putting in glasses. In 2026, there is. And the glasses Google revealed at I/O yesterday, running Android XR, powered by Gemini, designed with Warby Parker and Gentle Monster, look nothing like Google Glass. They look like glasses you'd actually wear. This is the full breakdown, what they do, the 2 different versions, the hardware partners, how they compare to Meta's Ray-Ban glasses, and when you can actually buy them. Google announced 2 distinct versions of the glasses at I/O 2026. Understanding the difference matters because they are aimed at genuinely different use cases and likely different price points. The first type is called audio glasses, or in Google's language, screen-free assistance glasses. These are the lightweight option, normal-looking frames with built-in cameras, microphones, and speakers. No display, no heads-up information in your field of view, just glasses you can talk to, and that talk back through the speakers in the frame. You point them at something and ask Gemini about it. You ask for directions and Gemini guides you through the speaker. You receive a message and Gemini reads it aloud. You want a photo, you say the word and the camera captures it. No phone required. Your hands stay free. Your eyes stay on the world. The second type is display AI glasses. These add an in-lens display built into one lens of the frame that shows contextual information privately. Turn-by-turn navigation appears as an overlay in your vision. Real-time translation captions appear as you listen to someone speaking another language. The display is visible only to you, not to anyone looking at you wearing them. Google's stated philosophy for both types, the hardware should fit seamlessly into your life and match your personal style. The company explicitly says it wants to give users the freedom to choose the right balance of weight, style, and immersion. That framing is a direct response to the Google Glass problem, which failed partly because the hardware made people feel and look like they were wearing a computer. The software layer is where this gets genuinely interesting. Gemini 2.5 Pro is the engine powering both versions, and Google gave specific examples of what it can do that are worth running through. Real-time translation. The glasses can translate a conversation happening in front of you and display the captions in your lens in real time. Not after a delay, as it's happening. Google demonstrated this working across multiple languages at I/O. For travel, for international business, for learning a language, this is the use case that has been waiting for hardware capable of delivering it. Navigation. Ask Gemini where you're going and turn-by-turn directions appear in your lens or through your earpiece. No pulling out your phone. No looking down at a map. Your eyes stay on the road or pavement. Agentic actions. This is the most significant capability and also the least understood. Google says Gemini can complete multi-step tasks in the background while you go about your life. The specific example, preparing a food delivery order through DoorDash while your phone stays in your pocket. You tell the glasses what you want. Gemini handles the steps. You receive a confirmation. Third-party app support is confirmed at launch. Uber and Monly, the language learning app, are named partners. The ecosystem is being built before the hardware ships, which suggests Google has learned from the original Glass failure, where the app ecosystem never arrived. There is also a memory function. Google says the glasses can remember what's important, meaning Gemini builds context about your day, your surroundings, and your preferences over time. The privacy implications of that are significant, and worth a separate video entirely. The hardware strategy is significantly more sophisticated than Google Glass, and it directly addresses why that product failed. Google Glass was a single product, made by Google, that looked the same for everyone. Android XR glasses are a platform. Google is licensing the operating system and AI layer to hardware partners, each of whom makes their own frames in their own style. The confirmed partners are Samsung, which is building Galaxy glasses as part of its Galaxy XR ecosystem and is expected to be a flagship launch partner this fall. Warby Parker, the direct-to-consumer eyewear brand known for affordable, fashion-conscious frames, targeting a mainstream price point. Gentle Monster, the South Korean luxury eyewear brand whose frames regularly sell for $300 to $500 and are stocked in high-end retailers worldwide. and XREAL, the AR hardware specialist that already makes some of the most respected display glasses on the market. The Warby Parker partnership is the most strategically interesting. Warby Parker has spent a decade building brand trust with young, design-conscious consumers who think carefully about what they put on their face. If you can get Warby Parker customers into Android XR glasses, you are getting people who are not tech enthusiasts, you are getting mainstream consumers. That is the market Google Glass never reached. The obvious comparison is Meta's Ray-Ban AI glasses, which launched in 2023, have sold millions of units, and are the current market leader in wearable AI eyewear. How does Android XR stack up? Both devices take a similar hardware approach: camera, microphones, speakers, AI assistant, normal-looking frames. The day-to-day use cases, navigation, messaging, photo capture, asking questions about your surroundings overlap significantly. Where Google has a clear advantage, the in-lens display option, Meta Ray-Ban has no display. If you want to see navigation directions or translation captions in your vision, rather than hear them through a speaker, Google's Display AI glasses are currently the only mainstream option at this price tier. Apple Vision Pro does this but costs $3,500 and weighs significantly more. Where Meta currently leads, they are shipping now. Meta Ray-Ban glasses are available to buy today in dozens of styles. Android XR glasses are confirmed for fall 2026, which likely means September through November. In the fast-moving wearable AI market, that timing gap matters. The ecosystem question also cuts both ways. Meta benefits from WhatsApp and Facebook integration. The glasses work natively with two of the world's most used messaging platforms. Google benefits from Maps, Gmail, Calendar, Translate, and Search, the tools that most people use more than anything else in their daily lives. Your existing Google ecosystem is already on Android XR. That is a meaningful advantage for anyone who runs their life on Google. The Google Glass parallel is worth addressing directly because it will come up in every conversation about this product. Google Glass failed for three compounding reasons. The hardware was visually distinctive in a way that made wearers conspicuous and created social friction, the glass hole problem. The AI did not exist yet. Google Glass was essentially a notification screen on your face, which was not useful enough to justify the social cost of wearing it. And the price was $1,500 at a time when smartphones were becoming ubiquitous. Two of those three problems are now solved. The fashion brand partnerships directly address the hardware design problem. Warby Parker and Gentle Monster make glasses people want to be seen wearing. And Gemini is genuinely capable AI, real-time translation, agentic task completion, and visual understanding are demonstrably useful capabilities that justify the hardware. The third problem, price, is the unknown. Google has not announced pricing for Android XR glasses. Warby Parker frames typically cost $95 to $295. Adding the Android XR hardware layer will cost more. The market will find out this fall how Google resolves the price-to-value equation. Everything else suggests they have studied the glass failure carefully. Android XR glasses are confirmed for fall 2026. The exact launch date, pricing, and initial retail availability have not been announced. Google's official announcement and the full I/O 2026 keynote are all linked in the description. If you want the full context on the Meta Ray-Ban scandal that's been running alongside this announcement, the privacy breach, the Kenyan workers, the class action lawsuit, that video is linked in the description below. Subscribe for weekly tech coverage that actually explains what's happening. Thanks for watching. Want to stay in the loop? Hit subscribe for more updates on the future of wearable tech.